for Nasanek, and he nails it. Hawkins, he finds it. Nagel for three. Drives, not there, but the putback.
Step through move, kick it out. Connor, three on the way. Back.
Little highlight time.
Cuellar just goes hard.
Backed out for a three on the way. Down it goes.
Hawkins for three. Got it!
White was going to shoot the three.
Foot in the lane, head fake going the long way.
Here's a long outside three, and bang, down it goes.
Four on the shot clock, turnaround jumper.
Got it.
Yes.
Out body travel.
I did too.
Up fake. Once, twice. Finally, Failer puts it up and in.
Claire's not shy, drives into the paint, turns, and it falls. Trey. Tough shot. Oh, finally,
Dribble drive through. Connor to Jones with the bucket.
McFerrin back down. Open three. Hawkins buries it.
Gets him off, now turns. Tough shot, he goes! Great shot.
15 on the shot clock. Goes around the screen. Back out. That's a long outside three that goes down.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years in business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different. But their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off two-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
Welcome to high school basketball on STSPN, a by-district playoff game. Glacier Peak High School, it's the Issaquah Eagles and the Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Scott Ohsman along with Ron the Wedge Henthorn. Ron, we should have a good one tonight. It's playoff time.
It is playoff time, Scott. It's going to be a great time here in the gym tonight. It's noisy in here, but that's the way it is at basketball this time of year, you know?
It is. Glacier Peak band across the way is down near the court. Talked to an Issaquah parent. He's like, wow, this is going to be fun for the Eagles. They're not used to playing in a hot gym that's going to be pretty full. The student section on the other side for Glacier Peak, it's okay. It's
they're
not
going to do all right.
For a Tuesday night.
Well, the Issaquah kids are ranked number 20 RPI. And GP, I think, is ranked number 4, but, that doesn't make any difference now we're down the district, so.
That is correct. So Issaquah Eagles coming in 14-8 overall, 7-5 in conference. In the Kinko Crown, they got Bellevue, Mount Si, Liberty, and Issaquah, of course, and then Woodinville in the Crown. They reset Kinko, if you're not familiar with it, so they have 4A, 3A. They have 4 different conferences within Kinko.
They have, yeah. And I want to bring up what you mentioned earlier when we were off camera, but Issaquah had a really tough game against Mount Si, and they just recently lost by 1 point. So when they play a top team like Mount Si, why we're gonna be looking for a good ball game here tonight.
They have some studs. We have our great PA announcer Bob Blair here at Glacier Peak. So how did they get here? We'll go quickly though with Glacier Peak. They are 18-2. They are 12-0 in conference. Like Ron said, a number 4 RPI team. They have been cruising all the way here to the playoffs and high expectations for Brian Hunter's Glacier Peak Grizzlies. Both of them played in the first round here. Issaquah winning over Skyline 74-46. and Glacier Peak with a bye. So this is their first district playoff game of this season.
Yeah, it's going to be a good game, I think, tonight if we can actually hear it eventually.
Yeah, got the band right there. So there's number 2 on your screen in the white home jerseys. Joe Lee, the stud 6'2 senior. He leads them in scoring, assists, rebounds, everything. And for the Issaquah Eagles in the dark jerseys, number 1, Vincent Crow, the 6'3 senior. As you have number 3, Jack Taylor, getting the start, 6'4 senior. But the big news for Glacier Peak, Ronnie, is their stud sophomore who's been out all season, Zach Albright, on the court in warm-ups. So we'll see if number 20, Zach Albright, gets to play tonight. You see Nagel, number 11, Reed Nagel, the 6-foot junior. And for Issaquah, William Hawk, 0, number 3, Jackson Battistoni, the junior, 6'5". That's the other big thing as you see the rest of the starting lineups. This is height on height. Issaquah has 6'6", has 6'5".
They do. Got a couple of 6'6" kids out there.
Yes. So we'll see how they match up on size. It is a loud gym. It's a packed house on our side where your camera is. You can't quite see that. The band is here. Everything is ready for big-time high school 4A by district. We're going to take a quick pause, and we'll be back with a tip right after this.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Here in the gym, shout out to Ron, the Wedge Henthorn, Todd Over, executive producer and 5-tool player. Got some big games going tonight, Ronnie. You got Woodinville on the boys' side, Woodinville at North Creek, the 3 seed. You got GP Issaquah here, and then Arlington Redmond at Redmond. Arlington, one of the top teams in Wesco, playing the 4 seed out of Kinko, and then it heads up with Lake Washington, the Kangaroos out there playing against the number 1 seed, Mount Si, on the boys' side.
Well, supposed to be some pretty good ball games out there tonight, and I hope this one's the same. So
we're checking in on those broadcasts and those scores to see if we can get you those throughout the night. But we're ready to go. You got Luke Posey, number 55 in white. He's had a heck of a senior year here for Glacier Peak, and he's facing off against number 3, Jackson Battistoni. And we're underway.
First jump ball of the night and the only jump ball of the night, guys.
That's right. Hawk gets it back over. They spin it around. Issaquah. They've got one game under the little pullback jumper, and it falls in for Crow. Crow gets on the board. And here comes Glacier Peak. That's Reed Nagel. He runs the show for them. Jace Nelson, the seniors, had a good season as well. As Glacier Peak really wasn't contested too much. And the Wesco deep 3, corner in and out from Jack Taylor, who's got some meaningful minutes with Zach Albright getting hurt. Issaquah now Pond with it, Big Mac Pond. Down low, turns, not there
Nice
for
little jump shot.
Klosterman.
Nice little jump shot in the paint there. Eagles are getting the ball in the blue paint for the last couple of shots here.
6:50 to go, just underway. Back over. There's Nagel, deep three. Front short, rebound Posey back out to Lee, back to Posey, and it's blocked. A good block there by Battistoni.
Probably going to go foul on him.
That's 6'5" and 6'5" right at the top of the tower there. And Luke Posey will head to the line. First foul there on Jackson, the senior. That one's off.
You don't want to jinx anybody at the free throw line tonight, but GP is not traditionally really a strong percentage at the free throw line.
No, they're not. He hits the second one, and GP's on the board. 2-1 lead here for the Eagles. Pond looks over. Moving around on the outside. Pro breaks down Nagel, goes into the hoop, can't get it, but he'll get a foul instead. And our officials tonight, Evan and Alec Cherlin and Aaron Keller.
Number 11,
That's going to go on Nagel, his first. A very veteran crew tonight wearing the stripes, Ronnie.
Yeah, they are. They're a very experienced crew. Vincent Crow on the line here for the Eagles, and he misses the first one. Even pace with the Grizzlies at the free throw line here tonight. I noticed Vincent does a really good job of driving inside the paint, so we're going to look to see a lot of him as he's fixing that second one right there.
Pro with all the points here for Issaquah early on. At Kinko, a gauntlet of teams, even now in their league, the 3A Bellevue, which is a top team as well. Nelson comes in, dribbles, it's picked off by Crow, but I want to say there's an off-ball call there.
I think you're right.
Yep.
number 3, Jackson
Battistoni gets his second on an off-ball call, I guess, with an elbow.
He's going to get a chance to sit down and rest as we get Travis Sharp coming in the game for the Eagles.
Yeah, Battistoni takes a seat. Jace Nelson gets the inbound. Deep corner, Nagel. No. Jace with a big rebound. Offensive rebounds big early. Deep three for Joe Lee, and he gets it. That's just one of the things 3D Lee can do. And you said before, Ronnie, if they start hitting threes, they get real comfortable.
They will, and they missed their first 3 threes, and then Jolie put them back in the pocket there.
Just like that, they're on top 4-3. Here comes the Eagles. Pond looks in, tries to get it into Klosterman. Pond takes it himself. Klosterman with the rebound. They'll get another try, but picked off by Jace. Nelson bounces, try to get to Taylor. It's going to be off throw, and it's going to stay Grizzly basketball.
Let's see if the Grizzlies got an inbounds play here called under the basket. Should be an easy one if they can make it work.
5:20 left here in the first quarter. Glad you're with us on STSPN, presented by Les Schwab Tires. Number 4 RPI ranked. They've been in the top 5 most of the year, Ronnie, in 4A. Have GP. Nagel bounce pass, tried to get to Posey. He was setting the screen. A turnover on the Grizzlies. It'll be Issaquah ball.
Posey took his eye off the ball, setting a good screen there. But turnovers. DP still in that man-man defense. See if they can keep the Eagles out of the paint here.
Yeah, and a small but mighty student section for GP, if you can hear them.
Yeah.
Jump back. Tough shot. Rebound to Taylor. Pro tried to get that off. Joe Lee, 3-ball corner pocket. They're going to call an offensive charge. And that's going to be on Posey, Ronnie, his first.
Yeah, he just kind of set him up solid in there when he wasn't looking. So
Hawk brings him down. Back out. Mac Pond. Hawk goes inside. Turn around, flip, and in. What a beautiful shot by Trevor Sharp, the 6'4 junior. That's an old-time jump hook there, Ron. You don't see that much anymore.
no, I like to see it, and interesting enough to see it's in the paint. And I don't know if you noticed down, but sitting down, ready to come in this game is number 20, Zach Albright.
That is unbelievable. It'll be his 2025 debut, I believe. We didn't see that last game of their season, though, against Cascade in the 80-39 win, so he might have played. We have a timeout on the floor. We're going to take one here. And we'll be back right after this.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Ron Henthorn with you. Glacier Peak High School up in Snohomish County. We got a good one. Issaquah up top, 5-4 right now. 4 minutes left in this first quarter. Both teams just kind of feeling it out right now.
Issaquah doing good getting the ball in the blue paint down there. They've done it every time, and they're trying to do it again now.
Pond, bounce pass off the foot of Hawk, and it goes back out.
Almost got it in there.
And this is Zach Albright, 20 in white. He is the phenom freshman last year. They got into the playoffs and the state playoffs. A big part of their freshman year. Now a sophomore, got injured playing football, one of their best football players as well. Jace Nelson, deep three, and he nails it. Oh, my. Up by 2 for GP. Here comes Issaquah and Vincent Crow. So a big deal to see Zach Albright on the floor tonight. First time this year. Mac Pond, and a big screen there by Sharp on Jace Nelson.
I'll tell you what, the striped shirts out there are controlling this game real early here tonight. They're not letting them get away with that name bang passing away from the ball there.
We got big kids here for high school basketball. 6'6", 6'5".
See number 5 there. He was holding the ball with one hand. That's how big they are.
Yeah, Todd Elvig.
I can do that.
Of course you can, Ronnie.
Of course you can, Ronnie.
All-American Ron Henthorn. Reed Nagel now coming on the other side. 12 on the shot clock. Nagel deep three. It's tipped by Sharp.
Nice deep by Eagles there.
Crow coming down. Down by 2. 2:28. Pond. Dealing. Sharp, just a little bunny in and out. Rebound, Albright. And there's another foul as they're heading down the court, and Mac Pond can't believe it.
They're getting a lot of contact away from the ball there, and I'm really actually pretty pleased to see that the referees are watching everything away from the ball like that.
That's going to go on Trevor Sharp. That's his first.
Oh, that went on Pond.
No, that was on number 11. Trevor Sharp was what the board said. But I think they just changed it, Ronnie.
I think you're right. Or maybe I'm right.
Nagel. Jace, a long range. This one not there, and Klosterman saves it for the Eagles. Oh, Vincent Crow.
I thought they were going to get a foul call on Nagel there for a minute.
He
but
just took some steps. Crow trying to hustle down and get a transition. Head coach Warren Bailey for Issaquah.
Several unconventional turnovers here for both teams early in the game here. They're trying hard to figure out what they're going to do next.
Low scoring, 7-5, 1:43 left to go in the first.
Get it inside. He's open.
Nagel, 12 on the shot clock. He Got it. If Issaquah is not going to push out their D on these 3-point attempts, it's going to be a long night.
Oh.
5-point lead now for GP. Down low, Sharp turns, nothing there. And his pivot step, got called.
Yeah, you're right about that 3-point shot, Scott, because all 3 baskets the Grizzlies have made have been 3-pointers tonight, which is 9 of their 10 points. And everything that the Eagles have shot has been inside.
Here comes Nagel up 5. 1:11 left to go in the first quarter.
As the camera goes by, you can see that
Albright there, almost getting his first points inside. He looks over to his head coach, long time, the only head coach here at Glacier Peak, opened in 2008, Brian Hunter. He took 1 year sabbatical. And he likes this group, thinks they got a chance to go far as Crow breaks them down and goes in. Ow! I thought he was going to go for the slam.
I thought he was going to dump it as well, but he did get in the paint.
Other than Sharp, he's got all the Issaquah points so far. Albright bounces in and goes in. His first points.
Albright looks good when he gets inside there because he's got the height to do it.
Number 2, Miller in for Issaquah on the dark jerseys. Mac Pond out front.
Looks like Issaquah trying to set up a different play than drive the middle.
Shot clock and game shot about the same, 6 seconds. They got to get busy. Pro, nowhere to go, and I don't think he got it off.
No.
Shot clock. Jace gives them some encouragement. We head to the second. Playoff basketball, 12-7, Glacier Peak, right here on STSPN.
For every generation, it has started with the call to serve. Discovering the purpose and the belonging earned with the title. Learning to dig deep and push through adversity together. Defending our nation and its people. It is a life of great worth and reward. But Marines are never really finished serving. Their commitment comes full circle, visible in communities across our country. This is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, always Marine, marking a path for the next generation.
As you see the Glacier Peak band here on the lower level, sometimes they extend those bleachers up top, and that's where the band is. Glad you're with us here on STSPN. Tonight's presentation brought to you by Les Schwab Tire. Been a great season so far. All kinds of girls, boys basketball. We got the girls action tonight in playoffs as well. We'll get you caught up in that in just a few minutes. Both these teams in the bi-district playoffs for the girls' side. Posey back out to Nagel. Now the shot clock down to 14. Jace floats it up. Albright, what a beautiful play. And he connects. 4 per the sophomore, Zach Albright.
Now we know why Albright is the big man in the middle. They've been missing for a while.
Absolutely. Issaquah looking a little tentative here. Klosterman breaks it down, gets it out. Miller hits it, and that's a 3 ball. And that'll cut it to 4 here as we start early minutes of the second quarter.
That's only the second 3-point fire off right there.
Nagel steps up. That one's off Posey with a big rebound. Gets it back out. Inside to Albright.
Reset.
Albright working the paint. Goes down. Double step. That was a little Euro step, and he puts it in. 6 already for the sophomore.
Yeah, get him the ball in the paint. He's going to score. He's going to try to every time.
Pond. Oh, my. I almost thought he got that off. Looks like Nelson had a hold of the ball there. Here comes Joe Lee the other way. And he's going to get a foul in the air as he was getting over to Posey.
That was kind of an in the air pirouette as he passed the ball out.
So just checking on some other scores here. Tied up 15-15. The Arlington Eagles playing the Mustangs of Redmond. There's an alley-oop. Not there, and Crow comes down with it.
Should have been, could have been.
Pond, lefty, and he gets the whistle, head to the stripe. Good move there by Mac Pond, the 6'6 junior.
Issaquah again moving, trying to drive into the paint again more tonight, so see if that can pay off for him.
Ronnie, you're using a lot of in the paint there.
There's a lot going on in the paint.
Yeah.
For Glacier Peak, number 23.
I gotta mute the NFHS crowd noise.
Mulligata checks in, number 23. Paulo comes in. 6'4 junior. That one's in and out for Pond.
Did you make the first one?
Nelson back out. It's broken up by Mac. Pond, he flushes it! Mac Pond with a dunk in the visiting gym.
Just about tore the basket down there on that one.
3-point lead for Glacier Peak. Now Pond on Nagel here. Going with the zone. Joe Lee, corner ball, 3. 6 points, all from behind the arc. 6 for Joe Lee, up 19-13. Pond now feeling it. Gets it out. Crow from 3. Too short. Here comes the Grizzlies. Nagel thinks about it. Bounce back into Zach. They travel. He did. It looked like he took steps. So that's a tough matchup for Crow at 6'3".
Game for Issaquah, number 3, Jackson.
Jackson Battistoni checks in, the 6'5 junior, along with Sunderland.
We got ourselves a good ball game here, Scott. Issaquah's not backing down at all on it against the strong defense by the Grizzlies there.
Made some good adjustments here. Back out. 3 ball, tough look. Might have gotten tipped for Jackson Battistoni. Big shout out Annabelle watching out there.
She over at quality control?
She is always checking in. Mulligata.
Bill White shirts under the basket to rebound that one.
Pro on the way. Klosterman, deep 3. Nothing but board on that. The big fella launches.
Issaquah starting to fire more 3s off, though.
Mulligata wants a second try. He's still not going to get it. And here comes Crow. Spins. Cannot get the spin to go down. Joe Lee now, it's a track meet. Lee wants it all the way. And he gets to convert. That's just one-on-one all the way. Oh, my. Tough shot by Battistoni.
Yeah.
And there's a foul there on the far side.
Gonna go against Crow, I think.
Number 1, Vincent Crow, his first, team 7.
First from Vincent Crow. And Joe Lee there. Graduating. There's a timeout on the floor with 3:41 left to go in the first half.
A 30-second timeout called by Issaquah.
Back more after this.
not here to take part. We're here to take over. I am the beast.
Back here at Glacier High School, by-district playoffs. Winner goes on. They play Thursday night. The loser's still in the tourney as well. They'll play the loser of the Arlington-Redmond game. Joe Lee for 3, quick release, in and out. Klosterman with a rebound.
Okay, interesting about this district playoff, there's like 12 teams in the running, and 6 of them will actually end up going to state.
Yeah, boy, tough rims for the visiting Eagles. William Hawk that had a great shot. Spot-up jumper just went in and out. 21-13 now the lead here. Mulugeta thinks about it, gets it into Zach. Zach, right on the block, not even a problem for big Zach Albright. 8 points in his debut. Hawk driving, tough shot. Oh, baby. William Hawk. Crafty there, Ronnie.
Who was that, number 2?
That was number 0, William Hawk.
Oh, Hawk.
Nelson thinks about it. Joe Lee heating up from 3, and he gets another one.
Don't look down, you missed the play.
11 points for Joe Lee. And all of a sudden, this stretching here. 26-15. Battistoni.
There'll be another foul on Issaquah, I think, on Bradison.
And things are starting to unravel a little bit. Battistoni picks up his 3rd. He's frustrated.
Battistoni going to take a seat.
Pond back in, also along with Miller.
And I think Posey came back, didn't he?
Yeah. He is. Nick Posey there, 55 in white, running the baseline. Nelson out front, 1:52 left. Nelson doesn't get it, but Mulugeta is there for the cleanup. Mulugeta 6'4". Here comes Pond flying in. Too much, gets his own rebound back up off the backboard and in. Mac Pond with some hustle.
These Issaquah kids can play basketball. They get inside really good.
They got a gap. There's Nelson deep 3. This one off the right side, but there's Joe. And Joe can't get it. And the offensive rebound's been great. Oh, he tries to get that back. Good sportsmanship there by Jace Nelson to William Hawk.
He was trying to get on the film there by Steve Hawley.
Yeah, Steve Hawley there. The Hollies, the great Hollies.
Probably did.
Documenting everything here at Glacier Peak for many, many years.
So a little minute and 10 left to go here with 11-point lead for GP. Let's see if Issaquah can get back in this ball game.
Klosterman back out front. Pond looking to go to work. Nothing there. Good defense by Jace. Klosterman wants another 3. Just rolls it out. Good rebound by Hawk. Under a minute to go here in the first half. Crow deep. Klosterman again. This time he gets the payoff.
That was a 3, right?
Yeah, senior. 3rd time's a charm. Cuts it within 8. Or 2-8.
Same thing.
16 on the shot clock, 30 on the game clock. Nagel short there. Here comes the
greedy.
Eagles.
Eagles got a chance to get this back to within 6 or 5, depending on your math here on the shot.
Absolutely. Miller with the ball.
They're going to look for one shot here.
Here comes Crow, 10 seconds left to go.
He's going to clear the baseline.
7, Crow flips it. Klosterman, 3, not there. 1 second. He gets it off the backboard. Not there, but we head to halftime. They got it under 10, Ron. Glacier Peak, the number 4 seed, RPI-wise in the state. Their first by-district playoff game. 8-point lead over Issaquah. Back with more in halftime right after this.
McDaniel's Do-It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized do-it-best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
Seattle Sports on 710 is your radio home for the Seattle Mariners.
Back, and over the wall for a home run!
Every home run, every strikeout, every Mariners win.
Swing and a miss and a slider, strike three, and it's over.
And catch the game on your smartphone. Download the Seattle Sports app to stream the radio broadcast of every Mariners game.
Goodbye, baseball! A walk-off two-run home run!
Seattle Sports is your home for the Mariners.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from Les.
At Capelli Cabinetry, it's not just wood. It's the start of something beautiful. Each grain tells a story, each piece crafted with care, because to us, it's more than just a cabinet. It's a legacy. Our passion is creating cabinetry that reflects your unique style and stands the test of time. Crafted in Snohomish, where every piece becomes a part of your story. Capelli Cabinetry, crafting excellence one cabinet at a time.
Searching for meaning in a relentless world. Always connected, but somehow alone. Trapped by illusion. We offer another path, where the battle to belong begins. Awakened by a calling. United by purpose. Defined by the cause you fight for.
It's not about you. First you gotta get over the hump.
No one can ever take away
You run this, Marine.
what it means to be among the few, the proud, the Marines.
They've got one game under the bait with a pullback jumper, and it falls into the big rebound. Offensive rebound's big early. Deep three for Joe Lee, and he gets it. Hawk goes inside. Turn around, flip, and in. One of the best football players as well. Jace Nelson, deep three, and he nails it. Nagel, 12 on the shot clock. He got it. Far as Crow breaks him down and goes in. Oh! Albright bounces in and goes in. Case floats it up. Albright, what a beautiful play here. Fosterman breaks it down, gets it out. Miller hits it, and Albright working the paint, goes down, double set. Those little Euro scout, it's broken up by Mack. And he flushes it. Joe Lee, corner ball, free. Joe Lee, now it's a track meet. Lee wants it all the way. And he gets Sticker T now the lead here. Mulligetta thinks about it, gets it into Zach. Zach driving, tough shot. Joe Lee heating up from three, and he gets Nelson out front, 1:52 left. Nelson doesn't get it, but Mulligetta is there for the clean. Pond flying in. Too much gets his own rebound back up off the path. Throw, deep, Fosterman again. This time he gets They've got one game where they pull back jumper and it falls into the big rebound. Offensive rebound's big early. Deep three for Joe Lee, and he gets it. Hawk goes inside. Turn around, flip, and in. What a best football players as well. Chase Nelson, deep three, and he nails it. Nagel, 12 on the shot clock. He got it. Far as Pro breaks it down and goes in. Oh! Albright bounces and it goes in. Case floats it up. Albright, what a beautiful play here. Klosterman breaks it down, gets it out. Miller hits it, and Albright working the paint. Goes down, double step. Those little Euros got it. Broken up by Mack. And he flushes it. Joe Lee, corner ball, three. Joe Lee now it's a track meet. Lee wants it all the way. And he gets the 13 now the lead here. Mulligetta thinks about it, gets it into Zach. Clock driving, tough shot. Nelson thinks about it. Joe Lee heating up from three, and he gets Nelson out front and 1:52 left. Nelson doesn't get it, but Mulligetta is there for the clean. Pond fly.
Come with us. The new generation. The next level. Sending it big.
You're in for a good run. Let's go.
Come with us to the track, to the trails, to the slopes, to the surf, to the fight, to the race.
Look at this!
To the 4 a.m. starts. Training harder, pushing further, hitting back, hard. To the fans, to the followers, and the haters. Come with us to the blood, to the sweat, and the broken bones. Cue rehab. We never quit. We never give up. We take control. To the world titles. To the world's first. The world's best. Come with us. We're just getting started.
It's going to be so much fun. I promise you.
They've got one game where they pull back jumper and it falls into the big rebound. Offensive rebound's big early. Deep three for Joe Lee, and he gets it. Hawk goes inside. Turn around, flip, and in. What a best football players as well. Chase Nelson, deep three, and he nails it. Nagel, 12 on the shot clock. He got it. Far as Pro breaks it down and goes in. Oh! Albright bounces and it goes in. Case floats it up. Albright, what a beautiful play here. Klosterman breaks it down, gets it out. Miller hits it, and then Albright working the paint. Goes down, double step. Those little Euros got it. It's broken up by Mack. And he flushes it. Joe Lee, corner ball, three. Joe Lee now it's a track meet. Lee wants it all the way. And he gets the 13 now the lead here. Mulligetta thinks about it, gets it into Zach. Driving, tough shot. Nelson thinks about Joe Lee heating up from three, and he gets Nelson out front, 1:52 left. Nelson doesn't get it, but Mulligetta is there for the clean. Pond flying in. Too much gets his own rebound back up off the path. Throw, deep. Klosterman again. This time he gets. They've got one game of the day. Back here, just a few more minutes here of halftime with you at the bi-district playoff. Wesco and Kinko 4A basketball. Scott Ohsman, Ron Henthorn with you, and 8-point lead for GP, but Issaquah hanging in there, Ron. They were attacking the rim. Couldn't get it to go down, and they're not getting a lot of fouls.
They're not getting a lot of fouls, and I think that, Issaquah, 8 points is not a big deal in high school basketball, especially with the 3 points point coming into a play here, but Issaquah is doing a really good job getting inside, and I think they're going to keep doing that. And if GP wants to keep firing inside, they can, but they probably need to get back in there with Albright again, but he's been getting the ball inside and getting the inside layups pretty easy for GP. So be fun second half to watch here.
Yeah, our usual partner of the three-man crew, John Rassman, the head longtime coach, chimes in on the text machine. Thanks for watching, Coach, down in Shelton. He's saying as far as GP needs to attack the middle of the Issaquah zone. They did it a couple times with Albright, and he got some easy buckets right up. And he is on the top of the scoring ladder as we're getting ready to go. Both teams, 6 players in the scorebook in the first half. So very balanced scoring on both sides. Issaquah in the dark jerseys starting off with possession. Pond spins, and it's denied by Jace, and Jace gives him a little
what for?
Little what for, a little something right there, and Pond laughs it off, says, you know what, nice fella, nice play.
A nice block, that's what he said. Yep.
Crow.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what he said.
12 on the shot clock. A lot of these kids know each other from just off-season basketball. Pond stops, not there. Nagel with a rebound.
First possession for Issaquah, no score. Let's see what GP could do as they come down against a little bit of a zone defense here by the Eagles. Inside.
Turnaround jumper, lefty, yes, and Joe Lee gets it going. Leading all scorers with 11 now with 13. Hawk in the middle. Here's Crow back out. Oh, and Battistoni can't get it to go 2 or 3. Gets his rebound again. Still can't get it.
And this time he finally gets called for a foul.
Oh, my goodness. That's his 4th. Battistoni.
See how tall he was? I think he could just reach up and touch the basket.
He's 6'5". They have him listed as 6'5", and he's going to get his 4th foul. And he had 3 in the first half, and that's frustrating because you got bunnies. You can't get it in.
Yeah, Warren Beatty's leaving him in, too. Let him play, I guess.
3 times. Taylor out there starting second half. Jace Nelson almost has steps. Great pass and the easy bucket for Luke Posey.
GP doing what we said earlier, moving the ball inside. And that's what John said, too.
Why is John not here?
John's redoing his house. Pondo responds with a deep 3. 8 points for Mac Pond.
That'll help keep Issaquah back in this game. Keep making those threes from outside.
Inside, great position, and Lee another one, but the pass was a beauty.
Does Issaquah know that they have a player of the game shirt? Maybe they play a little harder for that shirt.
Maybe.
I don't think they know Jolie can shoot from inside.
Klosterman gets some space, and he drains it. And Klosterman's got a good-looking shot. 5 for the senior. Keeping it within 10. Here's Jace Nelson. Staying with that zone. Nelson's had a few tries. This one he can't get. It might get Posey. There's nothing like over the back, but that one looked really close to over the back, Ron.
He was behind him.
And the Posey, that's his 3rd. So Luke Posey, the 6'6" senior, in foul trouble, and he's going to take a seat. Zach Albright's going to come back. Great to see Zach back on the floor after so much time.
Nice that they both, Zach and Posey, can work out inside there, so it's going to work good for GP all the way around.
Yeah. Battistoni now on the left side here. 5:27 left in the third quarter. Mac Pond stops, free throw line. Not this time. And this is where Issaquah's got to be careful. GP doesn't extend this lead too much. Moving the ball.
Ooh.
And Jace just a little too hard to handle here for Albright, and it'll be a turnover, Issaquah ball.
Albright says, I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
That was a hot rocket, though.
Good idea.
Here come the Eagles. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. The screen, Crow. Gets it down. Battistoni, and they're going to call the foul on Jack Taylor. Battistone's happy he finally didn't get a foul.
Jack Taylor, his first, team second.
His first. Battistoni, you saw him freeze for a second. He's like, oh my.
Yeah.
Am I getting an early retirement? Battistoni, no, that's Crow with a good feed from Klosterman. Nice job by Vincent Crow. He's got 7. Staying in that zone, Ronnie, as you said.
He was inside. He could have taken the shot.
Jace.
Those are little easy
one.
shots.
That's shot clock. No, now resets to 9. It was at 0. Interesting on the shot clock there. Nonetheless, the ball's out here in the corner. Reed Nagel will take it out. Some substitutions.
We got Posey and Albright both in for GP now. Got both big men in there.
Nelson will take it at 6'3". He's got Hawk on him. Hawk gets the screen. 3, 2. Nelson can't buy a bucket from the outside tonight. He's had some great assists and good D. He's frustrated. And Luke Posey picks up a quick foul, and that's going to send the buzzer and the bench for Posey as he's got 4 fouls, and Mulligata will check in for him.
He just came back in and got a foul.
He did.
Never touched the ball.
Crow thinks about it. Now goes up. Too much. He had a good look there. Nagel back over Jolie. Fakes, drives, goes in, and Klosterman gets a piece of it, and he blocks Jace Nelson. Here comes Nagel. Bounce passing. Albright up. Klosterman with another block. Oh, baby.
Looked like some good defense by the Issaquah Eagles there, but unfortunately a foul was called.
It's a pinball wizard. And so the foul is going to go. Hold on. They're going to check the foul. Who is the foul on here?
They're saying number 3, but
I don't know. It was a number 5, Klosterman. That's what I thought. His first foul for Lucas Klosterman.
Battistoni happy it didn't happen his way.
Pinball wizard. That's a reference to my daughter Annabelle. She played the pinball for the first time this weekend.
Really?
Yeah, she had fun. She goes, I don't understand the point of it.
Good for her. It's called make money for the machine.
Albright hits it.
Albright with his 9th point here tonight.
35-27, 3:45 left to go in the third quarter. William Hawk thinks about it. Ooh.
Black shirt can't pass the white shirt.
That's exactly right. Nagel back outside. No look pass to Nelson. Mulligata in the corner wants it. Nelson, they're just leaving him open, and he can't deliver tonight. He's a good outside shooter. Here comes Mac Pond. He's going to retreat. Now he's got a shorter Nagel on him. Just steps up and, front rim. Had the right angle.
Issaquah needs to make those shots.
Yeah.
Back in his ballgame.
I thought with a shorter Nagel, he'd take him to the hole there.
He's hanging in there, though. 8 points behind here. Not a big deal one way or the other in the third period.
Yeah, checking in on Arlington Redmond, all tied up at 30-30 still in the first half. Nelson outside, Nagel. Now 2 on the shot clock. 1. And the shot clock just reset to 8 again. Mulligata for 3, now good. I'm confused on the shot clock, my friend.
Yeah, something's going crazy with it.
Crow. Bounce pass broken up by Lee. Lee.
All the way.
He wants it. He's not going to give it up, and he gets the foul. You knew he was not going to pass that ball.
I knew it. He knew it. You knew it.
Klosterman is second. Team's third, going to shoot for Glacier Peak.
Let's see.
Jolie.
Jolie's first trip to the free throw line. Let's see what he can do.
Foul goes on Klosterman, his second. Both teams have 3 in this quarter. They reset. Jolie hits it. 16 points for the senior Joe Lee. One of the keys to take him far, Ronnie, if GP can get this game Thursday and then Saturday, he misses a second. Battistoni with the rebound. Here come the Eagles.
Well, the winner of this game is kind of guaranteed to go to state, but they want to go all the way and be the number 1 seed going to state.
Exactly. Turnaround Klosterman, back rim.
Oh, that could have been a travel.
That could have been. Lee. Now Jace, Nelson, Nagel. Mid-range jumper not there, but I think they're going to get Albright a foul underneath on Battistoni. That is his first. Team's fourth. But 2 minutes left to go. 5 is the bonus, and they clear each quarter.
Starting to get a few more fouls on each team here as we get further down into the game as they're getting a little tighter.
Issaquah hanging in there. Pond. Tough shot. Good D.
Joe Lee grabbed that rebound above the rim.
Lee's going all the way. You just know he's going. He takes it to the left, and he delivers.
If in doubt, give the ball to Joe Lee, right?
You just know when he's going. If you watch him long enough.
You like that little stutter step he's got?
Yeah, 4-year start. Oh, what a shot there by Jackson Battistoni. Turn around. Somebody in your grill to lean back. There is a timeout on the floor. We will take 1-2. You're watching STSPN's presentation of high school playoff basketball.
When you buy tires at Les Schwab, you're getting more than just tires. You're getting America's best tire warranty, 60-day satisfaction guarantee, no hassle road hazard protection, and free maintenance for the life of your tires. So if something happens to your tire on the road, we'll fix it, or we'll replace it, no questions asked. Other places make you pay extra for that kind of protection, but at Les Schwab, it's included with every set of tires, because more warranty means less worry, and nobody stands by their tires like Les Schwab. Get more from less.
Back here, Scott Ohsman, Ron the Wedge Henthorn, Todd Elvig, our executive producer, 5-tool player running the dials tonight. Glad you're with us here for some playoff basketball. Coming up on STSPN, we have a doubleheader on Thursday. And that's going to be, I believe, if Glacier Peak goes on, that could be here at Glacier Peak. And then Saturday, we'll have the district championships for you right here on STSPN, both girls and boys 4A from Snohomish High School. Broken up there on the pass. So stay tuned to STSPN. Join us on all the socials. Subscribe and like on our YouTube channel.
16 on the shot clock as GP inbounds here. Let's see if they can get another quick 2.
Nagel. And Mulligata's already taken a few from out there. 6 on the shot clock, I think. 4. Nagel, deep 3. Pond in his face. Short, here comes Crow.
Crow was thinking about pulling up and shooting, didn't do it.
Klosterman hit some big threes at the end of the first half.
Yes,
Miller down. There's Sharp back in the ball game. Number 11 in black. Ooh, pick and roll was open. 9 on the shot clock, and they're going to get Sharp on a foul on the pick. And he can't believe it, doesn't know what he did.
Stepped in front of him a little bit.
Second on Sharp, 31 seconds left in the quarter.
Can't do that right in front of the striped shirt, though.
Cannot. Here comes Joe.
Wow, I thought that was coming up to us. We're playing catch out here.
They are. They're drawing Mac Pond way out top as he's getting a workout.
Well, swing the ball to Joe Lee on the far side for the 3. Watch this. Not Joe Lee this time.
Jace not there. Might have been tipped by Crow. Big turnaround. Are you kidding me? Joe Lee 1 foot out of bounds. What a shot by Lee.
Was that a 3-2?
And that ends the quarter. 40-29. Heading to the fourth. Was that a 3? We're checking.
I think a 2.
I think it was a 2.
Yeah, 2. Yeah, well.
20 points on my score sheet for Joe Lee. We'll be back more right after this.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years in business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different. But their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Back here, just checking on some other by-district playoff scores up here. Arlington now with the lead going into the fourth quarter, 40-33 over Redmond. And so that the winner of that game will play the winner of this game Thursday. Boy, what a big shot to get that lead. 40-29 at the end. Joe Lee, 3-corner. That's a 3-ball. Not there. Big rebound. Joe Lee ends up with it. He goes in. Left. Yes! Gets it over the outstretched hands of Klosterman, and that's the 30-second timeout real quick. We'll keep it here. Joe Lee having a night. 22 points for the senior Joy Lee. We did a game a couple weeks ago, still in league play, Ronnie, against Jackson, and Joe had a tough night. Didn't have to do a lot, but wasn't the scoring leader like he is so many times before.
He was tonight for sure, though, and that's no question about that. I think he was feeling a little off that night. He wasn't hitting his threes, and he wasn't even shooting them, so tonight he's on.
Yeah.
And I think we're going to see a little bit more of him in this fourth quarter goes on here, as he's going to keep driving the basket as long as we're going to let him get in there.
Yeah, only 5 points in that game against Jackson. But he is heating up tonight. He's being aggressive with the rock on the coast-to-coast plays. Klosterman out. Now Glacier Peak has a chance to get this one out of reach. Goes in. Sharp. Nagel gets a hand on it. 11 on the shot clock. It'll stay Eagle ball.
Number 0, Will Hawk.
Will Hawk checks in. And Rowan Miller will take a seat. 7:18 left to go in this one. Pond. And that's a turnover trying to go to Pro, not there.
Good strong defense by Issaquah, or by GP against Issaquah there on that last play. Issaquah needs to stop GP from scoring here.
Nagel thinks about it. Nelson wants it again. He goes up high, alley-oop. Then it goes down for Albright.
Gets his first 2 of the second half. Nicely done.
Pond turns, goes up, and he'll get the bucket and one.
Nice move by Pond.
Pond still working hard.
Fouls on number 13.
10 for Mac Pond. Foul goes against Nagel. Oh, no, check that. They're going to say Jason Nelson with the foul, his first. Pond, yes.
While they last, the concession stand has popcorn and pretzels.
First time for the line at Issaquah in the second half of the ball game, so
yes,
they're not getting many fouls off Issaquah, or off of GP, I mean.
12-point lead. Albright, too easy. He seals off Sharp. Great entry pass, and Zach Albright making his presence known tonight. Issaquah gas to get something going. Sharp giving up a couple inches on Albright there. Here's Klosterman. Back to Sharp. Crow for three. Short rebound, Hawk. Resets the shot clock. Here comes Mack. Pond. Mid-range jumper too much, and Joe Lee and Sharp go at it. That was nice, friendly fire right there.
I think that's the first held ball of the night.
I think so. Nothing like the Canada-USA hockey game the other night, right? The first 3 fights in 9 seconds. You see that, Ronnie?
That wasn't a hockey game. That was a boxing match, man.
That's a big hockey match coming up Thursday night. Nice take by Jackson Battistoni. Man's had a frustrating night tonight. That's 4 points for him, and he gets the turnover right here with the ball. Playing with 4 fouls. Hawk all the way to the rim. There's Battistoni again for the cleanup.
Well, he got 4 fouls. They didn't take him out of the game. Probably a good thing they didn't. He's helping them a lot here right now.
12-point lead once again. 5:07 left to go.
GP needs to settle down here a little bit. Got a little bit sloppy the last couple of times with the ball. A little quick coaching here from Brian Hunter.
Winner of this game will take on Woodinville North Creek. We'll check on that game. There's a tough shot. Joe Lee, are you kidding me?
And he shoots it with his left hand in case you didn't know.
3D Lee. He prints from anywhere. Battistoni looking around. Nagel gets his paw on that one. It'll stay Eagles basketball. 4:31 left to go in this by-district. Playoff game. Pond gets it to Crow. Crow goes in, and that will go through. Hard work pays off.
Crow really worked hard to get that. You're right. He forced his way in there to get that layup.
10-point ball game.
Not a runaway for sure.
Joe Lee's taking it. No, he dumps it to Albright. What a beauty. The drive of the dish.
And Posey got off the bench. You gave him a big cheer for that one.
Crow the other way. Battistoni.
Yeah.
And they're going to get the foul on the floor before the shot, looks like.
Number 20,
It's going to get.
second, team second.
Going to go on Albright.
That kind of grabbed him a little bit as he was going on the drive to the basket there.
Klosterman will take it out of bounds underneath the bucket. There's Crow. Crow, step back from the elbow. Yes.
By number 1, Vincent Crow.
Nice fadeaway jumper by Crow there. They get the ball inside and shoot the basket. They're going to keep staying in this ballgame all the way, even though it's been 8 to 10 point difference all the way. It's still going to be tough for GP to pull away here with 3 minutes left to go.
Joe Lee working it down to the youngster, and they're going to get Zach Albright. Yeah. That's a tush push right there. Albright gets his third.
No
and
problem.
it'll be Eagles ball with under 3:25 left to go. A 10-point ball game. Crow. Klosterman thinks about it. Mulligata in the ball game on him. Pond driving left. 13 on the shot clock. Pond. Got it! Mac Pond comes up with a huge shot, breaks it to an 8-point contest.
And Brian Hunter wants to get a little timeout here. Let's talk to his boys and settle this down. He doesn't like that 8-point lead. Full timeout.
Do not go away.
McDaniel's Do It Center is located in beautiful Snohomish, Washington. Locally owned and operated for over 40 years, they are proud to provide the Snohomish Valley with exceptional hardware, tools, lawn and garden, and sporting goods products. Their commitment to delivering legendary customer service and their outstanding employees continue to make McDaniel's the best and one of the most recognized Do It Best centers in the nation. Stop by and experience for yourself the difference between McDaniel's and the big box stores. Discover why so many people are choosing to shop at McDaniel's.
First of all, congrats on the big win.
Yeah, thank you.
So what was it like getting the job done in front of those rowdy
Ellie
fans
Boucher,
here?
right?
Yeah.
16 points. And
And
great job from the fella. You got your teammate here, too.
I got to do my brother.
So
I
Siobhan Adams
right
is
now,
here.
and all my teammates kind of
Siobhan
crowded around me
also
at the
had
end.
a good ball
Coach got a
game
little mad
with
about
6
that 'cause,
points.
you know,
You guys got it done. How do you feel?
Pretty good.
Ah,
Credit
how
for
about
right?
that coming
Say it
up?
again?
You can give him credit for some of that, right?
Here they going to get almost didn't get the ball in time.
2 minutes to go.
GP's going to run a full 30 off the clock, I'm sure. That's what Brian Hunter's calling for down there.
Now in the man defense is Issaquah. Mulligata with a big 3-point bucket. Stretch the lead. Pick, roll, go, and it's blocked behind the back by Mac Pond. Here comes Pond. Battistoni. William Hawk in amongst the trees, gets it to Battistoni, but there's going to be a push call on GP.
Probably Joe Lee, first foul tonight.
Number 2, Joe Lee, his first team sport.
Foul's going to go on Lee, his first foul of the night. Crow with it. He gets it out to the top of the key. Drives it. It's blocked by Lee.
Joe Lee's got the ball. Look out. Yeah.
1:15 left to go.
Brian Hunter says use up about 10 or 15 seconds here.
Now the pressure for Issaquah. Boy, what a 3-point for Mulligata again. That was an 8-point ball game. Down low, Mulligata, yes! Oh my! Paulos Mulligata has been outstanding here in the fourth.
Great assist by Albright on that one to get that 2 for GP.
Pond working awfully hard.
Going to be a foul down there somewhere. Let's see what we got.
Foul by number 13, Jason Nelson.
That's going to be a Jason Nelson, his second. That is the team's 5th foul in the quarter, so that sends Issaquah to the line.
Only for the second time in this whole second half, and that was Pond the last time. He made the first one. And he makes this
And he
one.
hit it.
2 minutes to go in Redmond. Arlington up 48-38.
Looking good for Arlington, though.
It is looking good for Arlington. Pond hits both of those. A good night for Mac Pond here, whatever the outcome, under a minute to go.
Pond was, I think, 16 points.
Arlington will go on to play the winner of Lake Washington Mount Si. Now it's tipped, and there's a question on the court. They say it's Glacier Peak basketball.
Yes, well, I didn't think so, but full court press almost got another one.
Nelson weaving his way, gets it over to the big fella. Albright wants to go in, and he delivers. Well, welcome back. 17 points with Zach Albright. He wants a T-shirt, Ronnie.
I think he's going to get one.
Just can't crawl in. Jackson Battistoni. It's been that kind of night. And that's going to do it here. 12 seconds. The crowd stands up as they should. What a great game by both teams. 57-44. Close it within 8 there in seconds. We will get our player of the game, Zach Albright, up here in just a minute. And that's going to do it. Glacier Peak wins 57-44 over the Issaquah Eagles. Issaquah now will go on to play in the next round Thursday night. So they're still in it. They can still make it to state. So Eagles fans out there, you still have a chance to get to the 16 teams heading into the state playoffs. We'll take a quick break. Our Bickford Ford Player of the Game interview coming up right after this. Glacier Peak 57, Issaquah 44.
Bickford Ford is celebrating 90 years in business in Snohomish, Washington. When they opened their doors in 1934, things looked a little different. But their commitment to the community and their customers hasn't changed a bit. So when you're in the market for a new vehicle, electric, gas, or something in between, start at the place you can trust. Washington's #1 volume Ford dealership, Bickford Ford, on Bickford Avenue in Snohomish or online at bickford.net.
Saying it was your debut for the season. We don't get many score sheets around here anymore these days. So you got back in against Mariner Cascade.
Yeah, just some warm-up games, get into it. But
how'd that feel? It's got to be so weird.
It's got to be
sit out.
Different environment over here, and I love it. I'm glad to be back out on the court.
Are you feeling 100% healthy?
Oh, 100%, yeah.
That's great to know.
Thanks.
So you got a lot of good rebounds out there tonight, as well as scoring a bunch of points.
Talk about, again, you got a lot really involved, Joe Lee and you, in the inside-outside game.
Yeah.
He was spectacular. We could give the game, to him. He had 24 tonight. But talk about you getting back in that rhythm and that chemistry you guys had late last year.
Yeah, I've been in practice for a couple of weeks now, and it's on the court's different environment, but I'm just glad we have that connection back out on the court, and it's going to help us a lot in this run going forward.
What was it like watching from the sidelines? They've had a heck of a year. I mean,
they've done a great job, and I'm glad this is the point where I'm getting back out on the court with them, and I couldn't be happier.
Now, you went deep into the playoffs last year in the state finals.
Yep.
Is it coming into your mind here as we get now into districts? And
oh yeah, it's coming back. We got big plans for the future for me and our team, and we're just happy this is where we started our tournament and just getting back in practice and moving forward from here.
All right, Zach.
You shared some time out there with Posey tonight, and you guys went back and forth. You're actually both out there for a couple of minutes each.
Yeah.
But
it depends on who's in foul trouble.
Yep.
I thought he got off the bench, cheered you a couple of times for a couple of good things you did out there. So.
Yep. No, you want to talk? I'll give you the shirt. We'll get you out of here. But that last foul you got, right? You were just taking you were just a drop set on the block.
Yeah.
I called it the tush push. Here's the MVP shirt. Hold it up.
Is that Mom? Is that Mom right
that
there?
Mom?
We got Mom right here, Dad right here.
All right, well, come on in.
Tell one of them get up.
No, we have shirts. We got shirts. No. That's an MVP. No. We got Proud Parent tonight. Proud Parent T-shirts right here. Get these guys on. Fantastic.
Okay, hold that one up there.
So fun to see you back on the hardwood.
Thank you.
We did enjoy your effort. I won't mention football at all.
Let me get Mom to say something here. Hey, Mom, tell me about this kid.
This kid has so
That's
much
all right. It's all
grit
right. It's okay.
so much passion for this game and everything he puts his mind to. I couldn't be more proud of everything he has overcome to get to this moment.
Great.
I got a question for
This is your father over here, right?
Yeah, we got Dad on here.
Right here.
Here's my question to Dad. Dad, how much was he driving you crazy when he couldn't play?
You know what? He handled it like a champ. He was all about getting back on the court, getting back into action, and I couldn't be prouder than the way he handled it. Yeah, he did great. Couldn't ask for more.
All right, the Albrights.
Yep.
The Albrights, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations.
All right.
Good luck for
Great job.
We'll
Thank
see
you.
We'll see you downstate.
All right. Thursday night, as well as, sorry, we'll turn some audio down here. Get killed. We'll get to see them Thursday night. They got the doubleheader. That game's going to be at 7 p.m. right here in STSPN. And then if they win that game, we'll see them at Snohomish High School for the district championship game, Ronnie.
At 7 o'clock on Saturday, right? Yeah.
Girls championship game will be at 5 p.m. at Snohomish High School. So GP, again, clicking and peaking at the right time. This is a good contest for them as they try to move forward.
Yeah, and they did win a ball game, but it wasn't a game that they ran away from Issaquah at all. So Issaquah hung in there all the way to the end, and I think it was a good experience for them at this point in the game. So
looking in on this Arlington-Redmond game, now Arlington up 54-49 with 19 seconds left. Full court press. Is this what they're seeing, Todd?
Well, it looks like it'll be Issaquah Arlington on Thursday.
some bonus coverage here for you on STSPN, courtesy of NFHS. 54-49, now 17 and a half seconds left to go. Appreciate our good buddy, and we'll see him this weekend, John Rasmussen, checking in on the text chain.
Yeah, so tune in Thursday night for a good Arlington GP game.
And then John, myself, Ronnie, you'll be here. Todd Elvig, the whole crew will be down at Snohomish High School to cover the district championships.
Yes, we will.
All right. Is that going to be a wrap, Mr. Elvig?
Yeah.
All right. For the wedge, for myself, for Todd Elvig, it's a final here.
Hey.
Glacier Peak 57-44.
And don't forget the guys out in the truck eating the stale donuts.
Absolutely. Couldn't do it without them. We'll see you next time. Scott Ohsman saying so long.
In Las Vegas, victory lane for Fox Television. Ricky Bobby, today's big winner. Heck of a win for you today, but it seems as if you either win or crash the car trying to win.
Well, Dick, here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence, and nobody can hang.
Three for Nasadek, and he nails it. Hawkins, he finds it. Nagel for three. Drives, not there, but the putback.
Step through move, kick it out. Connor, three on the way. Back. Little highlight time.
Cuellar just goes hard.
Backed out for a three on the way, down at Joe's.
Hawkins for three. Got it!
White was going to shoot the three.
In the lane, head fake, going the long way.
Here's a long outside three, and bangs down and go.
4 on the shot clock, turnaround jumper.
Got it.
Yes.
Out body travel.
I did too.
Up fake, once, twice, finally, Failer puts it up and in.
Cuellar's not shy, drives into the paint, turns, and it falls. Trey. Tough shot. Oh, finally,
Dribble drive through, Connor to Jones with the bucket.
McFerrin backed out, open.
They've got one game under the way, little pullback jumper, and it falls into the big rebound. Offensive rebounds big early. Deep three for Joe Lee, and he gets it. Hawk goes inside. Turn around, flip, and in. One of the best football players as well. Jace Nelson, deep three, and he nails it. Nagel, 12 on the shot clock. He got it. Far as Crow breaks it down and goes in. Oh! Albright bounces in and goes in. Case floats it up. Albright, what a beautiful play here. Fosterman breaks it down, gets it out. Miller hits it, and then Albright working the paint, goes down, double step. Those little Euros, God, it's broken up by Mack. And he flushes it. Joe Lee, corner ball, free. Joe Lee, now it's a track meet. Lee wants it all the way. And he gets the 13 now the lead here. Mulligetta thinks about it, gets it into Zach. Zach. Driving, tough shot. Joe Lee heating up from three, and he gets Nelson out front, 152 left. Nelson doesn't get it, but Mulligetta is there for the clean. Hahn flying in. Too much, gets his own rebound back up off the pass. Rowe. 12-point lead. Albright, too easy. He seals. That's a big hockey match coming up Thursday night. Nice take foul. Mock all the way to the rim. There's Madison. Take on Woodville North Creek. We'll check on that game. There's a tough shot. Playoff game. Pond gets it to Crow. Crow goes in, and that will go for Joe Lee's taking it. Now he dumps it.